And what he did next did not help his case in any way possible.
Why do you have a do-rag on my Why? Is there going to come a time where the internet hates you? When that happens, you have to disappear. You cannot keep spamming your stuff on the internet because it's just going to go down, down, and down.
That's something he imagined being able to monetize.
Why is he on Genius?
Was trying to become a rapper with
Let's see it.
But I ain't clowning around. Goofy I be, yeah, I'm goofy.
the track Flossin', earning up to 18 million views on
Believe me when I say I'ma pull up in the stage trucks. Believe me when I say she don't look good. Believe me.
Yo, what it is, TDC, it's your boy Srotonn here, but you could call me Tone. All right, listen, we finna watch the fall of the Backpack Kid. Now, I actually didn't hate the Backpack Kid when he came out. I didn't. But the last thing I saw when he was on like Juice Kai's stream and like Juicy was going in on him, and that's a whole nother conversation, but we'll get to it.
Viral fame is fickle. One minute you have it and the whole world can't get enough.
Yeah.
Next, no one wants to know you. For those who garner fame,
we was just talking about that. Listen, 7 seconds. God damn. Listen, bro. One thing people have to realize is that viral shit is going to come and it's going to go. All you have to do is there's going to come a time where the internet hates you. When that happens, you have to disappear. You cannot keep spamming your stuff on the internet because it's just going to go down, down, and down. Just disappear. It's okay. Just come back when people miss you, or just come back in a couple of years or some shit.
fame off a single trend or temporary craze,
what the baby did.
The harsh realization that they're nothing more than a civilian once again, when the hype dies down, can be kind of hard to take.
God.
And at the moment, it seems like no one is more resistant to accepting that his time might be over than this guy.
Damn. Damn. He literally had everybody in the world doing this, especially like little white kids was spamming this shit. Like, I even knew how to do it. I didn't do it, but I knew how to do it.
So how did this random kid go from performing on stage with Katy Perry to Saturday Night Live, even getting his own dance in Fortnite, to having rappers kick him off stage and doing anything they can to not associate with him? It's your boy Luesta, and this is the embarrassing fall off of the Backpack Kid. And in case you're not familiar with how it all started, let me get you up to speed.
Yeah, let me know.
And
I heard Fortnite, y'all so green. I'm gonna continue to play your game, but y'all fucked up because y'all do that to a lot of creators, bro. Y'all steal they dances, y'all don't pay them because of some loophole. I don't be fucking.
Russell Horning, the teenager who would soon become the Backpack Kid,
know that was the real name.
had an unremarkable upbringing until he launched his social media accounts. Raised by his mom, who had her own business selling bombs, and a father who was a healthcare professional, Russell originally made his videos under the name I Got Bars, and gradually, his unique dance moves and straight-faced delivery picked up traction. Initially, it was a fun thing for him to do online, and not something he imagined being able to monetize.
Why is he on Genius?
But when Rihanna co-signed him by rehashing one of his dances to celebrate her Grammy nominations, he gained 55,000 new followers in 2 days.
Bro, like, when I tell people, bro, he literally was everywhere, bro. People was doing this man's dances. Like, it was insane.
From the start, there was one move of his that really stood out, but soon it would become known as the floss.
Yeah.
The dance, it just really came to mind. Like, I was just like playing around in the mirror, playing music, and I started dancing, and then I started doing it, and I was like, whoa, this has a cool rhythm to it. So I just moved it to Instagram.
Even though the Rihanna shout-out provided him with a little boost in profile, it was nothing compared to what happened when Katy Perry's team got in touch and asked him if he wanted to perform with her on Saturday Night Live.
And what's crazy, I didn't even see this performance on Katy Perry until I had looked it up. I was like, oh, that's really what sent him like
As
that.
During her rendition of Swish Swish, Backpack Kid popped out and made his presence felt. Soon after, he was everywhere, including major news outlets and social media apps.
Katy Perry discovered him on Instagram. He has 500,000 followers, and that was before SNL.
Before SNL.
He's a part of a whole movement of young kids and culture and dance that are just changing the way that things go, and that's fantastic.
We're gonna do something that
In the aftermath of SNL, flossing was everywhere, and that's no exaggeration. As time progressed, this phenomenon spread to the football field.
I actually think that TJ Watt on the Steelers did it, and then Matt Collins from the Eagles got a 63-yard touchdown.
Yeah, shout out to my team, man. Shout out to the home team, you feel me?
and he did it too.
Hey.
But it was really Mark Ingram's.
First did the move on Instagram, Horner probably didn't realize it would
I
eventually
didn't even
have
think
its
I've
own
seen
Guinness
these
World
big ass
Record,
niggas doing
with
this shit.
1,154 people doing it in Kentucky to take the crown. But Russell Horner still wouldn't be a house. 54 people didn't realize it would eventually have its own Guinness World Record, with 1,154 people doing it in Kentucky.
Why were they doing this at a church? What is going on?
Take the crown. But Russell Horner still wouldn't be a household name. Instead, he would make the fateful decision to embrace the Backpack Kid moniker that social media gave to him. And in an interview, he told Complex it was a conscious rebrand. Yeah, I'm trying to do my best. In all the videos, I'm trying to wear the backpack. In public, I'm trying to wear the backpack.
Yeah.
And while this move did seem like the best thing to do at the time, his decision to take the name and run with it would come back to bite him down the line when he just couldn't escape it. Plus, there was another major problem, and that was the fact that when the world sees you as a one-trick pony, there's only going to be so much of their attention you can hold before they think it's over.
And that's one thing that I saw with gang Lord Heck. I be actually following his new page that he be on, talking about some real shit. And he was saying, like, because he was like the face of getting sturdy. He was like, when he would go in there and do anything besides getting sturdy, they would be like, get sturdy, nigga. And so you would see, like, I think he said it would be like maybe, because he had like a whole bunch of subs. So it'll be like maybe 10,000 views. Let's say 10,000 views on gaming or whatever. But when he gets sturdy, it'll be like, 100 something views. So that's the thing. That's why I want me to be the niche. I don't want people to say, oh, that's this guy, or that's this guy, that's this guy. I want it to be that nigga's funny. That nigga's entertaining. Whatever he do, he's entertaining. You know what I'm saying? That's just my goal for 2025.
Or worse, cringe. As 2017 continued, Backpack Kid was everywhere, but no one really knew why. Despite appearing in videos with people like Black Youngsta,
he was
Lil
just dancing,
and others, Russell reveals he wasn't actually into rap music until he began to chase the bag. I wasn't really into hip hop when all of this first started.
Very surprised.
But then I started looking at all these other famous dancers and I was like, okay, they're all into this hip hop form and this actually seems kind of cool. So I started to get into it myself.
That's very surprising because if you know anything about white kids in high school, a lot of them be into hip hop.
Now able to earn the kind of money that someone his age
even in middle school
be able to get a hold of, he began to embrace the lifestyle that his viral moment had provided him and cash in.
I didn't even know he made music, y'all.
How much can you get to go to a club, if you don't mind? The manager shakes his head no.
Hell no.
Is it an amount that you're pretty impressed by? Like, are you surprised that you're able to get that much money just to go somewhere?
Compared to most 17-year-olds that don't do what I do, yes.
I'm sure that motherfucker was getting like probably 20 and up. Like, and I'm probably scraping the bottom of the barrel.
The money that I make from just one appearance, it could take a 17-year-old forever to make that much money.
I'm telling you.
Was that always part of the plan?
Yeah, it's been wanting to do music for a long time. We just started to do it recently, though.
Yeah.
Because timing is everything in the music industry.
Completely intent on crashing in as much as he could, it wouldn't take long before the kid, who said he didn't even like hip-hop, was trying to become a rapper with...
Let's see it. Let's give it a try. Okay.
It's a circus at beat, but I ain't clowning around. Goofy at beat, yeah, I'm goofy around town. Hey, you
the track Flossin'. Earning up to 18 million views on YouTube in 6 years, the track certainly got people tuned in.
Shout out to him, though.
But the end result wasn't something that fans loved. Instead, they just started roasting him for thinking it was a good idea. This is what happens when you overhype the weirdo kid. Releasing a full EP in 2018.
Oh, God.
Backpack Kid had tried to use hip-hop culture to his advantage. But
and that's one thing you cannot do. People are going to call you out for it every time. And it might be cool at first. I'm gonna be honest with you, because it was cool for him at first. Everybody like, oh, white kid, you know what I'm saying? Dancing in dance videos, doing this, hitting them folks. After a while, when you start to go up and up in hip-hop culture, people are gonna be like, what are you doing? Especially if you're not talented enough. Like if you're not a Eminem, if you're not a Mac Miller, like people are gonna be like, all right now, like you and this bitch tripping.
Beyond laughing at it, people really weren't interested, and this is where the public opinion began to tip.
Yeah.
Because while it would be hard to hate a kid for getting a shot at stardom, the fact that he wouldn't let it go and became an irritating presence on all corners of social media made it a lot easier. So with that, the trolling began.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
I feel like you're more of like a beloved icon. Like people just think you're so funny.
To an extent, but like, have you seen my Genius interview?
Yes, and I've noticed that it's started to get a little hate.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that one's going pretty viral too. I did a little interview, and then yeah, people love to see Backpack Kid fail.
Did you feel like you got more support as you were growing, and then now that you actually kind of mainstream and everybody seems to know about you, now is that when you're getting?
It's going to happen every time. I think it really happened to Kai recently because maybe a year ago, or maybe it was not 2023, it was 2024 when people started hating. I never heard anything bad about Castanet until last year. That's when everybody just started hating. When people saw he was really getting mainstream, that's when all the hate came. Stuff like this, if you don't have enough people supporting you, like if you have your support, a big support group like Castanet, but with him, if he didn't have a big core support group, you gotta pivot to something else. You have to.
Kind of, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, at this point, I'm getting so much hate for no reason. Like, I'm just chilling, so I mean, I don't really care. But that's outweighing.
You have to care if you don't have a big support group.
Eventually, users were commenting things like, I feel like that kid really let himself being a meme go to his head. In reality, it's probably just an awkward teen who thinks everyone loves him and doesn't really know the right time or place.
Right.
It's annoying. Suddenly getting on the public's last
and honestly,
nerves
he
with his attempts to infiltrate the music
doing
industry,
anything.
his attempts to get into the bag from the gaming world didn't go down any better. That's because once it was announced that Russell was suing Epic Games, the creators of Fortnite, for using his flossing dance without his permission, he was suddenly in the press for very different reasons.
It was really my mom and my management.
I get it, bro.
I'm kind of just a kid having fun in life. I'm just letting the adults do all the busy work. I don't really know the law like that, so I can't really say if they're like taking advantage of me or anything like that. But like from a mom standpoint, like a manager standpoint, they think that they're taking advantage of me. I mean, me personally.
And Fortnite did. And they did. They took all the creators that they stole from.
I don't really care about the money like that. I'm just kind of worried about my birthday tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Soon. I have more stuff to worry about.
While Russell and his family acted like Epic Games was using a legal loophole that prevented him from getting a huge bag, others began disputing his claims that he even invented the dance in the first place. I remember girls at my middle school doing this in like 8th grade. In no way did he invent that dance and think that was his intellectual property.
You are lying. I've never seen a single person do this dance before this nigga at all.
Suddenly racking up L after L, things would continue to get worse for the
He should have went to streaming.
Rappers began to see his presence at events as a nuisance.
Which I'm sure he did.
Where Katy Perry once brought him in front of a global audience, MCs wanted him to get away from theirs for fear of people thinking they were associated with him.
Damn.
For example, Ski Mask the Slump God politely ushered him off his stage during his Rolling Loud set.
Did he invite him there? Damn, that's crazy.
But someone who was less civil
Did he invite him there?
about it was a New Jersey rapper known by Albie Al. After Backpack Kid was invited up during his set by someone backstage, he let it be known that he wanted nothing to do with him.
I can see that too, bro. You a gangster rapper, or you know what I'm saying, you doing drill music and you got a nigga up there doing this. Like, who's gonna take you serious? So I get it. Unfortunate though.
Projects on the stage. Hey, yeah, all these. I don't even know.
I was like, damn, Backpack Kid.
Those all type, man, and you gotta fall back. You feel me? Like, I'm performing. It's time for me to work.
As the dust settled, Backpack Kid was getting trolled relentlessly for that, and tried to shoot himself some bail during interviews, claiming that if it was anyone else, then it wouldn't be such a big deal.
100%.
So the guy that was
I agree.
promoting the event, he was like, get up there now, get up there now. So when I got up there, I was flossing, and then some guy put like his phone in his way, and so I knocked his phone out of his hand by accident.
Oh,
so
damn.
I knocked his phone out of his hand, and he was like, get out of here, and I was like, okay, and I just left. Like, we were still on the stage. I just wasn't right there in the middle anymore.
Okay, so people kind of tried to paint the whole thing as if they just kicked you off stage.
Yeah.
Or he just jumped on stage.
Yes, the thing about the internet is that they always want to see your downfall. They make everything positive negative. I mean,
every
that wasn't
time.
positive, but it wasn't really negative either. Like, if it was somebody super duper famous that kicked me off, that would have been pretty bad for my image. But I mean, like, it's really not that big a deal.
Cast out of the entertainment world.
Why does he have braids, nigga? See, that's the thing. Why do you have braids? Like, bro.
Even when he tried to do the things he was known for, Backpack Kid should have really heeded the signs and moved on. But instead, he just kept trying to recapture the buzz of the past with each fresh attempt to revive his
And
career.
that's what you cannot do. You can't. They're tired of seeing you doing this. Do something else. Go stream. Go do something, bro.
Failing flatter than the last. And what he did next did not help his case in any way possible.
Why do you have a fucking do-rag on, my nigga? Why? Nobody in his team told him, don't wear that. Nobody? Come on now.
The last. And what he did next did not help his case in any way possible. From learning piano to creating a podcast where he said he'd be discussing his experiences with mental health, among other things. It seems like Russell is determined to escape his past without going as far
he need to go bald. I can already see it.
as to actually try and start over.
Yeah.
Because deep down, he knows that he would never regain those millions of followers when it's hard to know what's keeping them there now in the first place.
If I change my name right now, the Backpack Kid will forever just be known for that viral floss moment. But I'm trying to reinvent who I am. I want more and more people to realize what else the Backpack Kid does. And if I change my name during this transition period in my life,
I agree.
Mostly
I don't think you
dedicated
should
to
change your
TikTok
name.
now that his YouTube videos barely pull in 1,000 views.
Oh,
Backpack
God.
Kid just keeps putting himself in the position to take losses. As in a recent guest appearance on Kai Cenat's stream, Drewski and Kevin Hart basically treated him like a second-class citizen.
What's your name?
I hated this video, bro. And do I hate Drewski? No. But I do think Drewski be taking that shit too far, bro. Like, nigga, like, why are you acting like this, bro? Like, calm the fuck down. And I think this is like Kai's friend too. You could tell Kai was like, bro, Drewski, chill.
Backpack Kid.
Huh? Backpack Kid, yeah. I remember him.
He was here last time.
Yeah, he does.
He did have the popcorn. He came over here, had a popcorn. He had a popcorn this time.
Like
he
a
about to go
TikTok
fucking crazy.
He want a TikTok,
man.
Yeah.
Get him old
He
ass.
want a TikTok niggas.
What does he play?
No, he don't play shit. He do the floss.
I was fucked up. That shit was insane. Like, bro.
How y'all like it?
I don't want to hear no fucking piano, nigga. This is 2024, nigga.
We can't play piano 2024?
I like it.
Nigga ass shit.
Hey, bro, you gonna go places, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
You gonna go places,
You can tell
Alongside his
Kai,
attempts to
bro.
play piano, his new pivot where he's tried to become a producer has also been widely ridiculed, with users commenting things like, undrop this shit. This is what not acknowledging that your 15 minutes of fame are up looks like. Regularly told to just put the fries in the bag, bro, when he posts on TikTok, it seems like everyone thinks it's time for the Backpack Kid to retire apart from the man himself.
Dog.
And for the most part, he's still taking it in stride. Fall off of the century? That's me. Left trying to rebuild where there was never enough of a foundation to begin with.
Yeah,
Russell's
bro.
obvious
That's
drive
it.
to succeed cannot
Stop
be denied.
putting braids
the
in your
only
hair.
problem is that he needs the public to go along for the ride. And by the looks of it, most of them think that he should have remained in the past and find any attempts he makes to rekindle his brand as
And I don't
complete.
agree with that. If you get your 2 minutes of fame, ride that wave. But you have to know how to play it. If people don't want to see you after a certain period of time, don't be seen. Still work in the background. I'm not saying don't work. Don't be seen. Do something else. And then come out with I don't know, stream. Like you said, doing the podcast with somebody. Put that, whatever money you had, which, he was 17, so ain't no telling. But put that money you had back into your content. Dog, I'm telling you. Work with people that's on top. That's like a big thing. Work with Mr. Beast. Work with blah, 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 blah. This person, like, you just got to pivot. You have to. You can't keep flossing every
and
time.
Unfortunately, that's not a viewpoint you can reverse
Every time you're out in the
So
public.
while he may want to be known for more than that one dance move, the chances of that happening are very, very slim these days. But
It's
if
slim,
you're
but
interested
it's
in
not
hearing
impossible.
how a rapper can successfully make a pivot in a new career direction, you can check the video on the screen. My name is Luesta, and as always, thank you guys
This is
for
who's
watching.
married. Boy, ain't gonna lie, boy. These thumbnails are insane. Oh my God. If I was these motherfuckers, I would be mad as fuck. But yeah, man, Backpack Kid, dog, you'll be all right. You have to just try shit. Try different shit. Stop putting braids in your hair. Stop wearing fucking do-rags. Just stop it. But I think that's all I really got to say, man. I appreciate everybody for coming through. Till next time, I'm out.